What a big hey! Put your hands together. Hey! I can hear you clap. Hey! Woo! What a big God. Are you all ready? The Lord our God is King of Israel. The Lord our God is mighty. He's full of grace and mercy. He's given us His Son Emmanuel, atonement for all of our sins, a gift to set us all free. Help it. Oh, let there be praise. Let the Lord be. With all of my heart, I will lift up my voice unto you. I will sing. What did I go give to you? Hey, hey. What did I go give to you? My Lord, what did I go give to you? Where did I go? Where did I go? Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Where did I go give? Oh God.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Are you here? Hi, hi, everyone. Who is in the house? Let me know. Who is around? Who is around? Let me know in the chat. My voice is still cracked because I have not rested my voice. But pardon me for today. Who is in the house and who's ready? Who's excited for our training tonight on public speaking? Personally, I am excited and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to receive our guest. She's here already, but I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you? How excited are you? I see Peace. I see Adekoyejo, sorry. Doris. I see Queen Darlene. I see Ife Damola. I see Lois. Can you go and drag everyone that is not here from the group? If you're on the group, go and drag them and tell them how can you miss this training? How? How do you want to miss this training? You can't. So let's get the numbers up a bit. Let's get the numbers up a bit. Go and drag everyone that is not here. Tell them, come, 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 we're waiting for you. Come, 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 we're waiting for you. I'm going to give us 1 minute to do that. And then I'll bring in our guest because she's already here and she's excitedly waiting to unleash all that God has placed in her heart, to unleash all. In fact, she's going to give us a crash course on public speaking, and I trust that it's going to be amazing. Okay, I see Desola. I see Geraldine. I see Steven. 11%. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, I want these numbers to go up by at least 5 people extra, and we'll begin. So go and drag everyone that you know that has not yet joined the live stream. Tell them to join. If you're in the acquisition group, go and drag them. If you're in the outreach group, go and drag them and tell them we're waiting for you. Okay? I see that we've increased. Okay. Two more people and then we go. Two more people and then we go. Okay. Please let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay, I see. I'm ready. Monica says I'm ready. Mercy says I'm ready. Let me know if you can still hear me. It's important to me that you can hear me. Okay. And if you can see me, also let me know. Can you see me? So were you seeing me like some seconds ago? I'm trying something out. Can you see me now? Okay. And I'm going to ask the question again if you can see me now. Can you see me now? Can you see me? You can see me too. Okay. Awesome. Ladies, because this is an all ladies, all women program. All right. I'm about to introduce to you our facilitator for today. She is the one and only Dr. Catherine Onyejaka. She is a seasoned communication and professional development coach, corporate trainer, TEDx speaker, and co-founder of Unique Accent Consultancy Limited. She was recognized as one of Stella's top 100 creators in Africa in 2022 and Gabi Magazine's top 100 coaches in Africa in 2024. Additionally, she is a LinkedIn top voice, internationally certified to teach English in all countries worldwide, and has trained over 5,000 individuals from 11 countries since the past 13 years. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just a brief summary of our profile because if I finish everything, we'll not leave here today. With standing ovation wherever you are. I know that you're not physically here, but with a standing ovation, with your smileys, with your fire, with all the emojis that you can muster, please join me to welcome our facilitator for the Live Again Foundation Skill Acquisition Program Public Speaking class, Dr. Catherine Onyejaka. I can't see the comments. I can't see the fire. Only two people. Only two people. What's going on? What is happening? I want to see the emojis. That's it. I see Mercy. Come on now. Let's do this. I see Ifedamola. Okay, let's go. Dr. Catherine, you're very welcome. I see that we're twinning on black. So you have the floor. Take it away. I'm just gonna leave now.
I'm on green.
Oh, you're in green. It's looking like black where I am. Oh, I don't know.
Really?
But anyways, yeah, you're welcome. Take the stage. It's yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again, Annie, for the opportunity to do this. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I wish I could see my audience. Oh, I wish I could see the audience. I wish I could, but yeah, we can fly with this. Yes, we can fly with this. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen. I'm a Zoom girl. I'm a Zoom girl. I'm not really conversant with StreamYard, but let's see what we can do. Okay, Ms. Anifome, if I guess you can just share my slides to your platform. I will just do this. I will do it without sharing, but because I can't find where to share my screen here. Or if you can help me out. I can't find where to share my screen, but I guess I'll do without the sharing. So public speaking. Any format, please. Can I have
Can
your
you hear
attention?
me? Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
was
can hear
speaking,
you.
but I don't think you were hearing me. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Is it possible for me to hear
Yes,
our
click
audio?
the present, click present, and you'll be able to share your slide.
Present. I can see mic, camera, chat, more. On the more, we have comments, recordings, settings, and cancel and leave. I
Mm.
guess we have limited functions with mobile. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we have limited functions with mobile. So please, if you can just share the slides to the platform so they can follow me. But it's more of I'm going to be talking more than using the slide. The slide is just to help us not lose our focus on where we are. So is it possible? Can I talk to the audience? Is it possible? No, not possible.
You're talking to the audience.
Can I hear their voice? I want to ask a question.
Oh no, you can hear their voices. So this is every other person is connecting from YouTube, and then we are here on this in the studio. That's how StreamYard works.
Okay, okay, okay. And
So
what
I'm
about
here.
chat?
I'm
Can
seeing their
they chat?
comments. Yes, I am seeing their comments.
Can they? Okay, good, good. So,
Yeah.
oh, perfect, perfect. So you can just help us be an intermediary. Please don't leave me. Stay here with me. I feel lonely when you leave.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I am so happy to be here. Thank you all very much. Thank you so, so much. I am talking to ladies. I know my audience are ladies, and we have all the girl power in the house. Yeah. So I want to ask, please leave it in the comments. What is your greatest public speaking fear? Before we solve any problem, we need to know what the problem is. If you don't know what a problem is, you cannot solve it. So, what is your greatest public speaking fear? Leave it in the comments. You can just make it very brief. Don't type everything. Just, the key points. Just make it brief so we can just get it immediately. All right. Your greatest public speaking fear. I'll be waiting for it in the comment. What is that thing that you dread about public speaking, or what is that? Yeah, something about public speaking that you dread. Is it the audience? Is it what they will think about you? Is it your confidence? Is it your ideas? Like you don't feel you're good enough to talk to people. You don't feel you have the ideas. You don't think you're just good enough. So what is that thing about public speaking that you dread the most? Let's see it in the comments. Let's see it in the comments. So we know what we're. Some people, when they hear public speaking, they think it's just stage fright. No, not everybody has this issue of stage fright. You understand? Not everybody has the issue of stage fright. For some other people, it could be it could be the way they speak. For others, it could be the ideas. It could be anything. It could be confidence. Like you don't have that
Please,
confidence
can
to speak to
Dr.
people.
Catherine, can you see the comments displayed on the screen?
Everyone can see and hear. Okay, leave again foundation public speaking class. The contents to
No, no,
deliver.
no.
Okay, good. Good. I've
So
seen
I'm
that
gonna
one.
be. So I'll start
Juliet.
again because I was doing it before. Okay, so these are the comments that people are making. That's what you can see on the screen. So someone is saying putting the right words together.
I
Can
have
you see
seen
that?
that one by Juliet. Yeah, putting the right words together. Okay, okay. That's from Deborah Adebawale. All right, the next is facing the audience. That's stage fright. Putting the right words together. That's vocabulary uh, issues. And the first one, what was the first one again? Content. Yes, content. That yeah, it still falls under content. The content to deliver. Okay, okay. Somebody said I guess you meant to type intonation and break in flow. I guess this should be under speech fillers. Yes, it should be under speech fillers. Okay, the fear that I might be saying something not reasonable. This is self-doubt. Okay, self-doubt. Perfection and delivery. Okay, under perfection. All right. Articulated words, and are able, if they are understanding what I am saying, still under self-doubt. Using the right word, not bold enough. Confidence issues. All right. How to deliver confidently. That's still under confidence. Okay. I forget most times once I face the audience. Yeah. Repeating how to deliver confidently, having to remember my key points. All right. Courage and boldness, confidence. Okay. We have quite a number of them. All right. Good. So let's talk about confidence because I think we have that in our material for today. Confidence. Why? I wish this could be interactive, but I'll just make do with what we have now. So I just want to change my mindset to the fact that, okay, I don't have the audience here presently. But confidence is, nobody is born with confidence. We understand. Nobody is born with confidence. You have to develop on your own. You have to develop it. You have to work on it. It is a deliberate act. All right, it is a deliberate act. So you don't want to believe what people say that, oh, this one is born, this person, this is a born speaker, or this is a born public speaker. No, nobody is born to do this. We master this art. I have my own story. I used to be this very shy person. I used to be this person that is the least in the group. When you look for someone you want to send on an errand in my group, Catherine is that person you will send on an errand. I was very insignificant. I had every everything. Are you talking about intimidation, low self-esteem? Name it. Name it. They were my friends. Like, I go around with them. You understand? Until I made an intentional effort to break out from that mindset. From that mindset. It's a mindset. It's your mind playing with you. So all of these problems we have highlighted, right? It is your mind playing with you. I am telling you the truth. It's your mind playing with you. Until you have that mindset shift, you may not be able to come out of, to come out of these problems. So let's see what we have for today. We're talking about the five key importance of public speaking. The five key importance of public speaking. But before we delve into that, there is this quote. I don't know who the real owner of the quote or who made the quote, but I'll just say it. A second, please. Okay, now please, everybody listen to this quote. I used to walk into a gathering, right? Asking myself if they would like me. But today, I walk into any gathering asking myself, will I like them? Should I take it again? I'll take it again. I used to walk into a gathering asking myself whether they would like me. Like, would they like me? Right? I am putting my audience first, but in a negative light, right? But now I walk into an audience asking myself, will I like them? It is not pride. Some people might want to call it pride. It is not pride, it is confidence. Why? Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. So you need to work on yourself first. Believe in yourself. Believe that you exude that confidence, that idea. Believe you are enough. Believe you are good enough. So if you don't have this mindset, there is no way you can make impact on others. It is just the truth. Yes, thank you for pinning that. It is just the truth. So first of all, you need to work on yourself before you talk about working on others. And public speaking is all about working on others, impacting others, leading others, influencing others, motivating others, inspiring others. That is what public speaking is all about. When you want to give a public speech, you're doing 5 things. It is either you are entertaining, or you are educating, or you are persuading, or you are, which other one? We have different types of public speeches. Work on yourself first before you would say you want to hold a microphone or you want to get on a podium to teach or pass knowledge to other people. Now, your confidence should be seen in the way you look, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you gesticulate. When we talk about confidence, it's not just about shouting, "Hey, you were no, you do it." That's not really confident. It's not just about that. So it's not about being too loud. The what we will call, you aspire to perspire. You do that. It might be a part of confidence, but that is not the best way to build your confidence. As a matter of fact, as a speaker, right, if you want to learn to be a good communicator, a public speaker, it's good to use the loud intonation and everything, the loud tone and everything, but don't solely depend on it. Like when you're not loud, you lose your power. Do you understand? Don't let your pitch be your confidence. I can be speaking in a low tone and I am passing good point, like points that you would hold on to for the rest of your life. That is why I said your confidence should be seen in the way you talk, in the way you walk, in the way you look. How do you look? If you don't look good, then it is what we call internal distraction, because you're worried. Oh, how do I look? How do what, my hair is all over the place, my hand, I'm not, you see them. When you see someone who's not comfortable with their looks, you will know. You will know. So that distraction will take away the confidence. You understand? So I'm really emphasizing confidence because you cannot talk about public speaking without talking about confidence. So we move on to the way you talk. How do you talk? Somebody made mention of pronunciation. How do you talk? How do you pronounce your words? You know, one thing people get wrong is that you need to fake an accent for you to make a good impression on others, but it is not really necessary. You don't need to fake an accent. It doesn't have to be the British accent or the American accent. Yeah, how you pronounce words. It doesn't need to be the British American accent or the Ghanaian accent or the Nigerian accent. You don't need all of those things. What you need as a speaker is clarity. You need to be clear. Use the right pronunciations, the right intonation, and the right stress placement. Do you understand? The right pronunciation, the right intonation, and the right stress placement. Now, when we talk about how you talk, it's not just what you say verbally. Your nonverbal communication as well matters. We understand your nonverbal communication because you're not talking with just your mouth. As a public speaker, you need to know that you're not talking with your mouth alone. It is from your mouth they hear what you say. And it is from your body language they see what you say. What you say should be heard and should be seen. Do we understand that? From your mouth, your audience hear what you say. And from your body language, they see what you say. So what you say should not only be heard, but should be seen. If you're a radio broadcaster and you're listening to a radio show, You will observe that they are always in the mood. They are always in the moment. If it is a breakfast show, you see them trying to cheer you up, like giving you all those, hey, wake up, Lagos, what's up, Lagos, all of those vibes. Because they don't only want you to hear them, they want you to feel them. You understand? So they need to give you a visual of what that thing you are hearing looks like. So in your mind, you're visualizing the vibes and the vibrance at which they speak and at which they do what they do, or with which they do what they do. You're visualizing everything. Wow. There was a time I was so lazy. One Saturday morning, I was so lazy to take my normal morning exercise, and this guy just kept talking as though he was talking to me, the presenter from the radio. I know you feel lazy now. I know you're telling yourself, I know your body is so weak, but your mind wants to go out there and burn some calories. You that you're still lying on your bed, I'm talking to you. Stand up from that bed. Do you know what I did? Immediately, I stood up from the bed. Why? Because I felt he was talking to me. He did not talk to me with just the voice. He gave me a visual. He gave me a picture. He moved me to action. That is what public speaking is all about. It is beyond words. You understand? So that is what will help you build your confidence. The way you talk. How do you talk? How do you look? Which other one that we have here? Your gestures as well. Yes, we've already talked about that. Your gesticulations, they are your supporters when you speak. If you're talking and you're not gesticulating, then maybe you're just maybe a newscaster. I don't know. Newscasters, even they do 1 or 2 gestures these days. You have to gesticulate. Your body language should be in line with what you're saying. I'm not saying you should overdo it, like your hands and your body is everywhere or everywhere. No, you gesticulate. You use your hand to support what you're saying. I'm not using my 2 hands now because I am using my hand to hold my other phone where I'm getting my content from. You understand? So please do not depend on just what you say with your lips or from the mouth. All right? So this is how you can build your confidence. One of the ways you can build there are so many ways, so many ways you can build your confidence. Yeah. So there's a song, if the class was in a way that I can see you, I would have loved for us to sing this song together. But let's sing it nevertheless. Let's sing it. Let's sing it nevertheless. Are we ready? I know I cannot see you. Are you ready? Are you ready? The song is by Sia. I Am Unstoppable. Right? I need to ginger us now. I need you to pay now. When I recommend a song, I need you to pay attention to the lyrics. Pay attention to the lyrics. I am unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. Do you know what a pusher is? A pusher car. Porche. One of the fastest cars in the world. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I am invincible. I'm invincible. I win every single game. I am so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. I am unstoppable today. If you can sing this song to yourself every morning, I tell you, give yourself 1 month and you will see yourself doing far better than you were doing before. Your confidence level would have grown. Sing it to yourself. You don't want to sing it, you say it. I'm unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I'm invincible. I win every single. You're telling yourself there is no game, there is no task, there is no challenge that is too big for you to win. I am so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. Catherine Onyejiaka doesn't need batteries to play. I am telling you the truth. I have exams. I am presently in Oyo State. I'm in my hotel room. I just returned from a long journey. When Ms. Enifome called me, I said, today is my traveling day, but I'll do it. I'll definitely do it. I cannot see, I don't need to be too comfortable for me to deliver what I have inside of me. What I have inside of me can come out even in the most uncomfortable places. I don't need batteries to play. It is not hunger that can stop me. It is not money that can stop me. It's not tiredness that can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I am my own motivation. Just put the camera or put the audience in front of me and tell me, Catherine, you own the stage, and I'll do it. That is what it means to say you don't need batteries to play. You don't need anybody's yes for you to do what you have to do. That is it. That is letting yourself know that, look, you can do, I don't want to go spiritual, but you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That is the truth. You understand? So you want to affirm. I would not say sing the song. You want to affirm the song to yourself every day. You cannot talk about public speaking without self-confidence. You need to build that confidence in yourself so that you'll be able to deliver well to your audience. We move on to, okay, now let's talk about building confidence. Okay, I've already talked about that. Now we're still talking about 5 key importance of public speaking. It helps you build confidence. Yes, it helps you build confidence. Number 2, it helps you develop leadership skills. Let me tell you something. Every good public speaker is a good leader. Check. Try to think. I will give you like 30 seconds. Think about all the public speakers you know. Mrs. Ibukun Awosika, Tara Dorotoye, even our convener, Ms. Enifome. Mention them. Think about them. Every good, let me tell you something. It is not leadership that makes you a public speaker. It is public speaking that makes you a leader. I hope we know that. So don't say, oh, those ones, they are born. They weren't born with, they were born the same way you and I were born. The same way. There's nothing different. You have the same eyes, one mouth, 2 nostrils, 1 head, nothing different. What makes you different from them is how they have developed themselves over the years. And that is why you are here today, to develop yourself. Not to be like them because you're not in competition with them, but to be better than your old self. You understand? So every public speaker makes a good leader. What does it take to be a leader? According to John Maxwell, he says, I like this man called John Maxwell because he doesn't use too many words. He just says these things, and you can think about it it's so, he makes it, I don't know whether to say, he makes it vague, and when you dissect it, you begin to dissect into different segments and everything. He just used 3 words to define leadership. I wish I could ask someone now. 3 words. Leadership is influence. Shikina. Leadership is influence. How do you influence people? By speaking to them, right? By speaking to them. That is the way you influence people. Another way you influence people is by putting up an action that is generally acceptable. Like, okay, this is an attitude that people would normally accept. Sometimes you don't need to say a word to influence others. Sometimes it could even be your smile. Like people just see you and they love the way you smile. And when you're talking about building confidence, do you know that smiling is another way you can build your confidence? Yes, you smile. There are some people you just see them smiling and you feel inclined to draw close to them. And when you draw close to them, you hear them talk and you like them on the spot. That is it. Before you know it, they want to hear you talk. They like you. That is influence. Gradually, you are influencing this person. Public speaking is influence. If you cannot, leadership is influence. If you cannot influence people, you cannot lead them. If you cannot influence people, you cannot lead them. So please, if you were here and you are still telling yourself, I am an introvert. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm an introvert. I just like to be on my own. I just like to, me by myself. Oh, you're not ready to become a public speaker. You're not ready to influence. Public speaking is not selfish. It is given to others. What are you giving to others? Your ideas. Your ideas, what you have here, what God has deposited inside of you. So when you say you are an introvert, in a way, it is selfish. If Jesus was an introvert, would we have gained redemption? Think about it. You can be in your space, you want your space, your private corner. You just want to do your thing, your meditation, you want to relax and everything. But when you are out there, everybody has a purpose in life. You have a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. So you're going out there to lead people, to inspire people, to motivate people, to teach people. You cannot be all of these things while being an introvert. The only safe place to be an introvert is in your room, in your private space. For if you want to stay there for a long time and be an introvert for as long as you want, fine. But the moment you step out, it means you're going for something. You're going to do something. And are you going to do that thing with the birds or the animals? Or you're doing something with human beings. You're communicating with human beings. So for you to communicate with human beings, you need to drop that introvert nature of yours. Drop it. Do you understand what I am saying? Don't be too comfortable, or some people find it so convenient to say they are introverts. It's okay to say that only when you are in your room. When you go out, don't just make efforts. Make deliberate efforts to speak. Do you understand what I am saying? Make deliberate effort to speak. If I had said make efforts to speak, then some people would just wait for opportunities, for the speaking opportunities to be thrown at them. But when I say make deliberate effort to speak, it means you're not waiting for the speaking opportunity to be thrown at you. You're going to search for that speaking opportunity. Now, when I say speak, it mustn't be a stage, an audience. No. Making deliberate effort to speak is you getting your phone. Okay. Oh, I just learned something now. I just learned it. Okay. What do I have to do next? Oh man, this idea is powerful. I didn't want it to remain with me. Okay, let me get my phone. I'll go to Instagram. Let me go live. I want to share this idea with people. Okay, you click on your live button. Hi everyone, welcome. So I just thought of something now and I would like to share it with us. That is deliberate efforts. That is how you build your public speaking skills. Don't wait for the opportunities to be thrown at you. Make deliberate efforts to get those speaking opportunities. That is how you build your public speaking skills. I always tell anybody who cares to listen, my community members, those I train. When you attend a meeting, right, especially if you're the type who really wants to build their public speaking skills, when you attend a meeting, make intentional effort to speak at that meeting. Talk. If you attend a meeting, henceforth, this is always an assignment I give all the time. Henceforth, if you're going to attend a meeting and you will not talk, don't go for that meeting. That's why Catherine said so. If you're going to attend a meeting and the only thing you're going to do there is to concur with what other people are saying, don't go for that meeting. You cannot be irrelevant. People need to hear from you. You cannot be hearing from others. People need to hear from you. You have that idea. And if you don't give yourself an opportunity to bring out everything you have from in your mind, you will not grow. That opportunity will not come to you by chance. You have seen a platform, a meeting of 10 people, 20 people. The platform is there. Some of you have meetings tomorrow. Some of you have meetings this weekend. I'm talking to you. You must have seen the agenda of the meeting. You know what we're talking about. Okay, you tell yourself, I've seen the agenda of this meeting. Okay, item 1, item 2. Oh, I'll talk about item 2. There's this thing. Oh, and then something tells you, what if somebody says it before you say it? Say it. Still say it. You can say it in another word, in other words, but still say it. And you don't even want to give another person the opportunity to say it before you say it. So it doesn't become redundant and you don't get faced with, oh, this has been said before. Stop hammering on the point. You know, we do that during meetings. Oh, why are you hammering on this point? This has been said and trashed before. Why are you still saying it? So be the first to say it. If you don't want that to help make you lose confidence, be the first to say it. Don't wait for somebody to say it and then you say, I concur. Yes, I concur. I concur. Don't concur. We are not concurring this year. We are speaking. When you concur, it means you are buying the ideas of other people. What happened to your idea? What's happening with you? Is it that you don't have something here you want to say? You have. You have. Nobody is a dull end. Somebody talked about self-esteem issues. Nobody is dumb. How many of us have read the story of Ben Carson? How many of us have read the story of Ben Carson or have watched the film Gifted Hands? Have you watched Gifted Hands? Have you read the story of Ben Carson? Ben Carson is the first man to separate a conjoined twin. I think there were joints in the head, and he was able to perform the surgery that separated them. Do you know how this man started? People called him dumb. His classmates made mockery of him, but he had a super mom, a mom who would always talk highly of him, make him realize that whatever it is the classmates said about him meant nothing. They called him a dull end. They called him dumb. He doubted himself. Ben Carson doubted himself. But look who made history some years ago or some decades ago. Ben Carson. So this is channeled towards that person who is having self-esteem issues. Please stop it. You don't know what you have inside of you. I am telling you because I am speaking from do I call it a survivor of low self-esteem? I survived it. It would have drained me. It would have drowned me. But I survived it. I used to have the highest level. I used to suffer the highest level of low self-esteem. People would say all trash about me and I will accept it. I will accept the rubbish people say about me. I will own it. You are more than you think. So the next meeting, remember that's assignment number 1. The next meeting you'll be attending, please make deliberate efforts to speak. Now, assignment number 2 is, because I'm not here to teach you, tell you, oh, public speaking is this, public speaking is confidence, is leadership. I'm not here to tell you this, give you slides, right? And then you go back. No, you are implementing. Everybody here is implementing. That is one problem with not conferences, I would say with some people who attend conferences and training programs. You just do it for the sake of doing it. We don't implement, and that's a problem. If I would go for any conference and I would not implement what I'm going to learn, or I know I don't have that luxury of time to implement whatever it is I would rather not go. Why would I waste my time? Do you understand? I'm not just going there to see faces and hear the voices and all the motivationals. No, I want to implement. If I was on this level when I went for that conference or when I took the training, after the training or the conference, I want to be on this level. If time would not permit me, then I'd rather not waste my time. That said, the fact that you are here today means you are not here to waste your time. You're not wasting your time. It is not business as usual. You are going to implement, and we are going to hear your feedback. We are going to hear your testimonies. So the second assignment, I'm giving assignments on the go. I'm not waiting until after the training to give you assignment. So as it comes to my mind, right? The second assignment is, what is that thing you have a good knowledge of? What is that thing? What is that thing? Is it cooking? Is it politics? Some people are very good with politics, right? Is it designing? Is it speaking? Is it teaching? Name it. What is it? IT related? What is that thing? Is it buying and selling? What is that thing you have a good knowledge of? You are going to identify that thing, and then you're going to do a 30-minute live session on that idea. Yes, you're going to do it. All you need to do, somebody said the problem they have is aligning their thoughts together. It's simple. Look at what I am doing. I have my slides here, right? I have my slides here. I was here some moments ago. Where was it? I was here some moments ago, and now I am here. I think I'm somewhere here. Yeah, I'm here. Just put your points. Don't go to give a speech and then you want to have everything by heart. No, it's not professional. Do we know it's not professional for you to give speeches without any kind of material? No, it's not professional. So for the person who said aligning his or her thoughts together is the problem, your problem has just been solved. Highlight your point. Once you see your point, you know what you want to talk about. It's as simple as that. You understand? So nobody's telling you to go and address an audience and you're cramming. No, we're not doing cramming here. We're talking about helping people improve their lives. So we don't want to gamble with it. You understand? So the second assignment is for you to do a live session, either on Facebook. Check which of the platforms you have more followership. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? Do a live session on any topic of your choice, a topic you have a good knowledge of. Do you understand? A topic you have a good knowledge of. Do a live session on that topic. And then we move on to, we're still talking about 5 key importance of public speaking. Number 2 is develop leadership skills. We've talked about leadership being influenced by John Maxwell. Next, convey ideas effectively to others. Effectively. There's a reason that word is there. That's why I started by saying we're not doing business as usual. I would have just come to tell you, okay, give you for every point, I'll just give one, I'll just say one or two things about the point, and thank God I'm done with this thing for today. Let me no, 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 no. Effectively. You want to be sure that whatever it is you are saying as a public speaker, your audience, they're grasping. You want to be sure about that. Else you have wasted your time and their time. Do you understand? So what is that? How do you communicate your ideas effectively to them? You just say it, observe your body language, use instances. Instances will help you. Examples, storytelling. Because sometimes when we speak too theoretical. But when you include a story in your speech, it makes it more realistic, right? It means the story is there to help you to give more information about whatever it is you're saying. You understand? So that is it. In public speaking, you can't go wrong with storytelling. You can't go wrong with storytelling. So if you want to say something, depending on the speech, not all speeches will permit you to tell stories. And it depends on the story. Some you don't even have to use stories. You can just give an instance. You understand? You can just give an instance. This is how you can communicate ideas effectively. Make use of pauses. Don't rap. If you were admiring people who rap or who rush through their speeches, please stop admiring them. Sometimes from admiration, it moves to inferiority complex, like, why can't I be like this lady? This lady can speak. Whereas they're rapping. And sometimes you don't get anything they're saying. You just enjoy their flow. But what have you got to learn? Nothing. Make use of pauses. Pauses will give your audience that time to digest. Yes, not everybody is a fast thinker. So pauses will give your audience that time to digest that idea, that particular point, and then you move on. So we understand this. So don't rush through your speech. I don't know an eloquent or effective communicator who is a fast talker. Do you understand? Now, when I say don't rush through your speech, I'm not saying you should be too slow. You understand? You don't have to be too slow. Yeah, don't rush through your speech. Yes, you don't have to be too slow. Make it moderate, like not too fast and not too slow. So this is how you can communicate your ideas effectively. Use instances. Use visuals. Visuals, we call that's under demonstrative speeches. Use visuals. How can they see what you're saying? They don't only get to hear what you're saying, they see it, they feel it, they understand it. That is the importance of that word effectively here. If I had said convey ideas to others, it might just be say it to others. But when I say convey ideas to others, it means say it to others, let them see it, let them hear it, let them feel it, let them understand it. Even if they want to hug it, let them hug it. Do you understand? Yeah. Sometimes a speaker drops something and you be like, what? Is the speaker talking to me? That is it. But if you're rushing through your speech and you're just, speaking rapidly, nobody would have the time to even that thought that made impact on that person at that time. The person would have even lost it before it has the opportunity to make the impact. Do we understand? So that is it. Develop leadership skills. That's the next. I've talked about Okay, so we're still on the developing leadership skills. The next is personal and professional development. Yes. Career advancement. What we're doing here is part of career advancement. I hope we know that. Do we know that? Yeah. What we're doing here is part of your career growth. Your personal and professional development. How do you develop yourself? What you're doing here and what you do when you go for seminar, for when you read a book, when you do the assignment they sent to you, like go live. Let me tell you, the first time you go live, you would want to do it over and over again. I'm telling you the truth. And by doing that, you're growing yourself. You're growing your brand. You're growing your career. That is the truth. All these things don't happen by chance. They require deliberate effort. You have to be intentional. Now, earn recognitions and awards. Remember, we're still talking about the 5 key importance of public speaking. It helps you improve your personal and professional development. Now, on the personal and professional development, it helps you. You earn recognitions and awards. Yes, if you want to advance in your career, aim to earn recognitions and awards. And how do you earn recognitions and awards? It doesn't come to you by chance or all of a sudden. Remember, there's a word there. What's that? What's the key word there? Earn. Earn means something you deserve. You have worked to get it. Do we understand? You deserve it. When I got my listing for sellers, one of sellers top 100 creators in Africa, I didn't know how I did it. I woke up one morning, I saw my name on their list. I was like, wow. What does that tell you? People are watching. People are watching. There's this man on Instagram. He gave a visual representation of what our views on social media looks like. So what is your view on social media? Let's assume you put up a post. I'm not talking about likes. I'm talking about views, right? Let's use Instagram, for instance. You put up a post, right? And you see 3 likes and say 200 views, right? Now, let's visualize what this view looks like. 200 views is like you having a stage, not a stage, you having an open space that can accommodate 200 people. So imagine you have 200 people in a hall listening to you. That is what 200 views is like. So for those that have commonized your 200 views, just 3 likes. Leave the likes. Check the views. Not everybody knows how to press the like button. I've come to realize that. Telling you the truth. Not everybody. Let me even tell you the truth. Some of those highly placed people, they will not like your post. They may not like your post, but they enjoy it. It doesn't mean they don't like it. Like the real sense of the word like, not a virtual like. It doesn't mean they don't enjoy it. So what do you want? Is it the physical, the like you can see, the numbers, or the real like? For 200 people to view your post, or even 100 people, it means you have a hall with 100 people listening to you. That is what it means. So go back to your Instagram page and check how many people viewed this post. It means even if it is 50, it means 50 people took their time to watch this video, at least 80%, or to view this particular post. You understand what I'm saying? So that is it. So I was talking about how I got my listing on Seller. What the little things, little things with big results. That's what I'll call it. When I say big results, I'm not talking about the likes. I'm talking about people that are really seeing what you're doing. People that matter. People that matter. Stop beating yourself about the likes. Do you understand? So that is it. Now let's take it off the virtual. I'm using a virtual example because that's the easiest place you can come up with your own session without thinking about how to pay for a space or rentals. What we are doing now, I don't know if StreamYard they charge you, but you can't compare it to what you would pay if we were to get a hall, right? I know we had a physical aspect of this, but see how seamless this is. So for those of you that would say, to come up with my idea, I need to come up with a program, I need a stage, I need, you're looking for everything that would limit you. You're looking for everything that will make you procrastinate. Oh no, not now. I don't have everything it takes. I don't have the numbers. I don't have the this. You have everything. You have everything. Start speaking and every other thing will follow. Every other person will follow. Just start speaking. You understand? People that matter will see you. When Gabby Magazine listed me, I woke up one morning, I saw it. I didn't go to any of these people to say, please add me to your, that's, any award you begin to go for, and it has lost its essence when you fight for it, or when you are deliberately seeking for it. You earn it. You don't seek for it. Do you understand? So when you do these things, make sure you keep doing what you're doing. Almost all of us, I would say about 80% of us here have seen the film Love in Every Word. Right? We've seen it. Yeah. Talking about Chioma and Odogwu. We've seen that film. If you've not seen it, go and see it. Film recommendation. Okay, sorry, I'm an Omoni Oboli lover, so I can permit me to advertise her film. All right, why am I her lover? I see her consistency. This is someone that's been in the movie industry for years. Years. Her works have been doing fine. Fine, yeah. It's not easy to be based in Canada and you're controlling things here in Nigeria, despite the time frame, the difference, time factor, and everything. It's not easy. That is one of the reasons I admire this lady. She does her thing like she's not in competition with anybody. But see what Grace did with the film Love in Every Word. I think it should be about 20 million views now. Last I checked, that was like 4 days ago. It was at 15 million views. That film should be like 20 million views now. Consistency. She did not say, oh, because she doesn't have a film that has made, trended like many other films we've seen everywhere. It didn't discourage her. Oh, she didn't even have any reason to discourage, because she's doing fine career-wise. But what am I saying? Consistency. Consistency. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep showing up. Keep being relevant, not just to yourself, to your society. That is how you will earn recognitions and awards. I know some of us will say, oh, I don't really need it. You need it. You need it for your career development. There are some contracts you would want to get. There are some job offers you would want to get. And when they see that in your CV or in your profile, it gives you an edge over any other person who is vying for that same position with you. You need it. Sometimes we don't know what we need. You need those things. So start being consistent. Those little things you're doing, keep doing it. Never allow mediocrity thrive. Don't say, I'll do it low key, low key. Let me just do. No. Mediocrity should never thrive. All right? Do whatever it is you want to do, put your heart to it. Do it well. The awards will come. The recognitions will come. The awareness will come. I have a video on my Instagram page, and this is the second time I've had a video that is going viral. I reposted this video. I downloaded it and reposted it. You know, it had to do with English because I'm an English major and a tutor. Communication, actually, not just English. So I saw it. It had to do with, you know, somebody who was asking her boss how her dress looked on her. And the boss said, fine. And guess what? Her name is Fine. And then it was just like the boss was calling her name. Like, I have heard this 1,001 times. Oh, you mean Fine? Oh no, I was expecting Gorgeous. Guess what? They were late for the event, but this lady had to go back upstairs to dress again. And they were like, oh, what have I just done? I should have said Gorgeous. Why did I say Fine? You understand? So it had to do with vocabulary. I decided to repost. And guess what? I didn't know this video would go viral. Anytime I think of the video, I just laugh. The video has gone viral. It has, close to 50 million views on Instagram with about 3.3 million likes. I pinned it on my page at unique.accent. What am I saying? The little things you do will put you out there. Remember, we've already talked about, nobody is saying they're introverts now, right? So nobody will come here to tell me, oh, no, I don't want to be out there. You have to be out there. You have to be out there. So those little things you do will put you out there. You will gain visibility. This is what public speaking helps you achieve. Visibility in the right sense. I'm not talking about negative visibility. Please don't fall into that trap of every publicity is publicity. No, every publicity is not publicity. Don't go and get yourself involved in a scandal and then you say, Instablog Nigeria will get this one. Gist Lover will get this one. Gossip Mill will get this one. And then you say, oh, I'm going viral for the negative reasons. No, I know we don't have people like that here, right? I know we don't have people like that here. So please, yeah, every publicity is not publicity. Yes, some publicity, there are damages. They will damage one's career. So we don't want to fall into that trap, right? So I think I've emphasized career advancement and recognitions and boost your social presence. Yes. Personal and professional development will help you boost your social presence. What is the aura you bring to the room? When you enter a room, what aura do you bring to that room? How do people see you? How do they perceive you? How do you show up in a social gathering? Do you understand? So that is it. That is what personal and professional development will help you achieve. People just see you and they admire you because of that aura, that charisma, that steeze. You understand? So that is it. You're not just anybody. Let me tell you what I do. I'm a public speaker. I've been a public speaker for over a decade. Sometimes when I go for a meeting, you know, where I know people know me, I know my voice is golden and I don't use it anyhow. Do you understand? I know my voice is golden and I don't just blah, 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 blah. No. If I have to say a word, that word should be fire. Do you understand what I mean? We're still talking about personal and professional development. When I go to a place where I know that, okay, people know me, before I say anything, I calculate. Okay, I want to be very constructive. I'm talking about myself as someone who is already an expert, right? To an extent. I'm not talking about others who are trying to grow their public speaking skills. But when you've gotten to that level, please realize the worth of your voice. Do you understand? When you get to a place, everybody's talking, you look at them, you nod when you have to nod. Don't just be nodding at every point. Do you understand? You nod when you have to nod. And guess what? The moment you decide to open your mouth to talk, everybody will keep quiet. Try it. Try it. The moment you open your mouth to talk, they want to hear what you're saying. Why? Because of that presence, that aura, that charisma you possess. They want to hear. And sometimes, whether it is good or whether it is relevant or not relevant, people will feel feel inclined to clap. I've received it quite a number of times, and I'm not saying this with because I am proud. No, I want you to know the value of your voice and the fact that you don't just need to be. When I say, please, when we talk about public speaking, we are not public. A public speaker is not a talkative. Please don't get this wrong. A public speaker is not a talkative. It's not cha-cha-cha, like we say on social media. A public speaker is not cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, all right? It's someone who speaks to inspire. Do you understand? You speak to inspire, you speak to influence. Know the value of your voice, yes. When you realize the power in your voice, especially if you're spiritually inclined, and you realize that look, when I open my mouth to speak, it is the Holy Spirit speaking through me. You will know how to not use your words wrongly. Is it not the same mouth I use to speak life to people? If I use it to curse someone, it will affect them. So you don't want to speak loosely. You don't want to say, oh, you foolish. You don't want to use those words because there's power in your voice. If you curse someone, it will affect them. Because you can use that same word. Do you understand what I'm saying? It will not, your voice will not be selective on when to act. If you use that same voice to speak life to people, they feel motivated. They feel all geared up to, take that move. You don't want to use that same voice to talk down at someone. Because there's power. You now realize the power in your voice. I don't know if we are getting this. I just hope we are getting this particular thing. That's why I say you go to a place. Remember, we talked about your presence. We talked about the way you talk, the way you walk. Sorry, the way you talk, the way you walk, and every other thing. Let all those other ones do the talking for you. And when you decide to talk, calculate your words. Don't speak loosely. Do you understand? Because there's power in those words. This is not just spiritual. This is fact. There's power in your words. Someone once told me that what I do cannot put food on my table. And that was almost the end of my career. Thank God I am here talking to you today. Because of that, I tried so many other business because I started doubting myself. I told myself I wasn't good enough. What I'm doing is a waste of time. How can I be coaching people on elocution and public speaking? Who needs coaching? Who coaching help? Who English help? I almost ended my career at that point because someone used their words loosely. There's power in your word. There's power in your tongue. So if you have to say something, tell yourself, I want to speak life. You're learning public speaking skills not because you want to be loquacious. not because you want to be a talkative, but because you want to speak life into people. Do we understand? So we move on to the next. It boosts executive presence. I think I've already talked about this. Your executive presence. What is that aura you bring to the room? That's what executive presence means, right? What is that aura you bring to the room? What do people see you as? What do people see or think about even before they get to hear you talk? Do we understand that? So these are what public speaking will help you achieve. It will boost your executive presence. It will boost your social presence. It will help you earn recognitions and awards. It will boost your career, like career advancement. All right. We move on to it improves effective communication skills, right? Boost interpersonal relationship. That's why I started by telling us that you cannot say you want to be a public speaker and then you're comfortable saying you are an introvert. If you're an introvert, then how can you boost interpersonal relationship, people skills? How can you build it? You talk Oh, this phone is now rotating. While I was talking, I was just feeling hot. Okay, I believe we can hear me now, right? Can anyone hear me? Just let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Yeah, thank you for rephrasing that. Yeah, improves people's skills. If you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Can you hear me? Sorry, this is one of the. I got a call, and the call disrupted the whole thing. Sorry. If I was in my base, I would have used my laptop. Oh, great. You can hear me. All right. So boost people's skills. That's why I said you cannot say you want to be a public speaker and you're comfortable being an introvert. Nobody's saying it is bad to be an introvert, right? But be an introvert only when you are in your room. If you come out, it means you want to talk to people, you want to impact, you want to show relevance, you want to speak. So you can't do that alone. You can't do that all by yourself and with yourself and for yourself. No. All right. So helps with problem solving tactics. Yes. Public speaking will help you have a sound mind. You see a problem, and because of your level of exposure, because of the way you've been exposed, do you know that public speaking will help you? It will help your level of exposure. Let me tell you how. As a public speaker, the day you tell yourself you want to become a public speaker is the day you tell yourself you want to begin to live intentionally. Nothing can happen around you by chance. Everything that happens around you becomes your content. I hope we know that. Everything that happens around you becomes your content. Why I say content means you can reference that thing as your instance in your next speech. Do you understand? You can reference it. You can say, oh, just like, let me tell you a story of something that happened to me sometime somewhere. And you relate it to your point. It helps you re-emphasize your point. You understand? So if you don't take note of everything that happens around you, how would you even get your instances? Do you know that what makes you different from the other public speaker is your instances? because they are peculiar to you, just you alone. Now, let me give another example. You are a good public speaker, right? And there's another good public speaker. But what makes you different from the other one might be we can't really say content, because you both are very good and maybe have the same content. But you see those personalized instances, the other person can never have it. That's what gives you an edge. I know how I have drawn content from many things that happen around me. There was it last year, at the beginning of last year, there was this leader on a platform. The leader could be saucy sometimes, right? So beginning of the year, everybody's just coming out from the Christmas mood. And, we're still all happy. And do you know what she posted on the platform? She said, I think she wanted the members to attend a particular event. And then she ended that write-up by saying, everybody has to attend this event. Don't come with your usual attitude. I was like, no, this is too early. It is too early. Why would you just end this with this negative statement? It would turn everybody off. Or put everybody off. Let me not use the wrong word. It will put everybody off. You understand? So you've already made your point clear. Why did you have to end it like with, oh, you people should not start this year with your usual blah, blah, blah. And then I created a content around that on emotional intelligence on LinkedIn. You understand? So I did not just let that get to me. I created something from it. As a public speaker, you are a creative. You are now a content creator, whether you're doing it visually or on the stage. And how do you get this content? From things that happen around you. You understand? So that is it. Where am I? So you boost interpersonal relationship. It helps with problem-solving tactics. And we move on to develop good listening skills. Yes, this is another one. Effective communication skills. Under it, we're talking about develop good listening skills. Please, when you're listening, listen to digest. Don't just listen to reply. Some of us listen to reply. I usually make this, when I talk about this, I usually make it practical, right? I usually make it practical. Like you would see the difference between listening to digest and listening to reply. There are some people that while you're talking, they just want to counter what you're saying. Do you understand? They just want to counter what you're saying. And when you tell them, please, let me speak, you see them fuming. Like they're just waiting for you to land so that they will counter what you want to say, what you have already said, rather. Do you understand? So people like that listen to react. And let me tell you, what they did was not even listening. They just wanted to react and satisfy whatever it is that was going on with them. You understand? So you want to listen, pay apt attention. Listening skills is one of the most important public speaking skills. That is why it is one of the most difficult for those of us that have written IELTS. It is one of the most difficult and it has the highest reward on IELTS. Listen to get details. You understand? So public speaking is not just about talking. It has a lot to do with listening. How do you listen? You listen, you digest, and you act on it. When you listen to react, you would end up losing whatever it is the person or the speaker has said. You understand? So that is it. And emotional intelligence improves effective communication. So for under effective communication skills, we have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is not just about you understanding other people's emotions. Do you understand your own emotions? Do you know your triggers? What are those things that would trigger you? Do we get this? So it's not just about understanding another person's emotion, it's about understanding your own emotion. That is effective communication. Communication is not like, I believe we've already established that communication is not just what you say verbally, right? Communication is what you say verbally and non-verbally. So how do you understand other people's emotions? It is how you understand their emotions that will help you know how to communicate with them. Yesterday, I was having a meeting with someone. I saw that we were about 4 of us, right? The other person was already getting on the other person's nerves. I observed it. And I didn't want it to escalate. So I had to come in. Not to talk about that, whatever it is, to change the topic. I changed the topic immediately. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, this is what we want to do. I changed it. And everybody was fine. Because when you're saying something and the other person is like, no, this is the way it's supposed to be, and the other, no, this is it, and the person just drops her pen. Like, okay, do what you want to do. I saw that and I was like, okay, we don't want to get to this level, right? I didn't say that. I didn't have to say it. So what did I do? I'm like, okay, why not? Let's do it like this. This one, we share this. This comes here. This comes here. And then I looked for a way to change the topic, because I know that if we had continued like that, it would have escalated. It would have escalated. And before you know it, little things, malice. Oh, she doesn't understand. Oh, she always wants it away. And we ate together yesterday. At the end of everything, we ate together and everybody was happy. Emotional intelligence. Someone who is emotionally intelligent will not always take sides. Avoid it. Avoid taking sides. Try to mediate. Even though you know this person is right, this person is wrong, don't put it to their faces. You understand? We're still talking about communication. Don't put it to their faces that, oh, no, you are right, you are wrong. No. You understand? So, because at that point, they are already, the tempo is already high. You don't want to escalate the whole thing. You understand? So this is not an emotional intelligence class. It's really deep. It's really deep because humans are the most difficult species of God's creations to understand. You can understand an animal. You can understand an animal's next move, you know? You tell an animal, go here, you go, but humans are very difficult to understand. That's why emotional intelligence could be very deep. All right. So that's it about communication skills. Public speaking will help you improve your communication skills. We move on to improvement of vocabulary and fluency. Public speaking will help you improve your vocabulary and fluency. Yes, if you want to use this word, what are the other words you can use to replace this particular word? The more you speak, the more you learn. All right. The more you speak, the more you learn these words. That is one beautiful thing about the English language. It has options for you to choose. I don't think there's any word that doesn't have a synonym. When I say a synonym, I mean a word that can be used in place of that word, except prepositions like on, is. But even if you cannot replace those words, you can rephrase the sentence that housed the word. You understand? You can rephrase the sentence. Like the boy killed the rat, you can rephrase it in a passive way to say the rat was killed by the boy. So the boy who was the subject and the rat that was the object, changes. So the rat was killed by the boy. The rat now becomes the subject, and the boy becomes the object. You understand? So that is it. That is one thing about this is not vocabulary. What I just did is grammar, right? So I was just trying to let you know that there are some words that you cannot replace, but you can rephrase the context. Is it the context? No, you can rephrase the sentence. Yes, the context remains the same. Remains the same. So it helps you get better at using words, eloquence, and speaking. Yes, when you start speaking, you'll find the need to improve your pronunciation. All right, because you want to be clear. Because this time it's not just about how people around you can understand you. It is more about how people that are not even around you can understand you. You're not speaking to just those in your locality. You're speaking to the world. If you want to be a public speaker, you need to have the mindset that your audience is the people of the world and the world is your stage. Don't limit yourself so that when the opportunity comes, you're not taken aback. You're not caught unprepared. Like they say, opportunity will always meet preparation. So do not tell yourself, it's good to start small, no doubt. Start with small groups and everything, but grow while you're at it. Grow while you're at it. While you start, you grow. Don't limit yourself. You can't be doing the same thing the same way for years and you expect a different result. It can't work. You understand? So grow to the extent that you tell yourself, there is no stage I cannot take. No stage. I tell myself, there is nobody I cannot speak to. At this stage I am, there is nobody that would come across to me as someone I should fidget when I see them. No, I've trained myself in that manner, in a way that I can talk to anybody, even if it is the president, because I have the skills, what it requires, right? The requirements, is it the professionalism or the eloquence or what is it? I have it. So why should I be limiting myself when I am made for more? Why should I be limiting myself to this particular audience for years when the world is waiting for me? That is selfish. I'm being selfish. If I feel that my voice is good for only people within my locality, then I'm being selfish. There are so many other people whose lives will be changed, who need the impact of my ideas, but I'm not giving them the opportunity to hear me speak. Do you understand what I am saying? Public speaking is not just about you or your convenience. Else, I would not be here this evening. It's not just about my convenience. It's about the impact I want to make in the lives of those listening to me. Do you understand? It's not just about you. So don't limit yourself. We have how many billion people in the world? About 7 billion people in the world. And how many people have I spoken to? Ms. Anifome, you read the profile. Were they up to 500,000? No, I've just scratched a surface. Just about 6,000 people for 13 years. Oh, Catherine, you need to do more. The world is waiting for me. So why 6,000 people in 13 years? What am I doing? 6,000 people in 13 years, there's about 500 people in a year. What am I doing? Catherine needs to wake up. Not just you, I'm talking to myself as well. You understand? The world is waiting for me. So what am I doing? I have an idea that can change the world. And so do you. So do you. So what are you doing? Wake up. Like Kiss Daniel will say, wake up. Kalaya money. All right. It's not just about the money. You have an idea. If there's nothing you remember here today, remember that you have an idea that the world is itching to hear. The world is waiting for you. So stop being the weapon fashioned against you. Some of us are the weapon fashioned against us. We are the ones limiting ourselves. So don't be selfish. That idea you have, share it to the world. The other day, I was delivering a session, and it wasn't the first time someone would break down into tears out of self-realization. Out of self-realization. The person broke down into tears, and I felt it. So many things were running through my mind at that point. Like, if I hadn't spoken, this person would not have found herself. And like I always say, when anybody comes to thank me, oh, thank you for that wonderful session. Thank you for, you made me realize this. You made me realize that. Do you know what I tell them? Go forth and do to others what I have done to you. Go and do it to others. That is the best way you can thank me. And that is the best way I can thank God. My gifts to God is what I do with my gifts. God's gifts to me are my potential. My gift back to God is what I do with my potential. Do you understand? So the only way I can thank God is by doing that which He has called me to do with my potential. I cannot thank God by saying I'm an introvert and relax to wait for opportunity to come to me. That's not the way I can say, God, thank you for helping me find myself, for giving me this potential, these gifts. Do you understand? So the best way you can say thank you for this session, hoping it will make impact, I'm sure, I am certain it is making impact, is by going out there to impact others. You have found your voice. The first was to live again, right? You have lived again. I believe we all had some phase in our lives, what we call the death phase, right? Because I know the audience I'm speaking to. At some point, we had died. Something had died in us, but God has resurrected us. If you remember, if any of us was at the live event, sometime, was it in July or August or September? If you remember, God will make you, break you, and resurrect you to fulfill your purpose. Remember Job. Remember Job. Job was wealthy, right? He lost everything, right? Did he regain everything? Was it more than what he had before? Yes. That is it. Everybody has their purpose. So when you are going through that phase, that death phase, it is not the end. Even Jesus died and resurrected. So why will you not resurrect? So after you resurrect, what do you do? What do you do? That is what we are doing here today. To furnish you, empower you, equip you with the skills you need to make impact in the world, to become relevant to the society and to the world at large. Remember, I keep saying, for everything I say here, I'm not saying to your family members or to your friends. I keep telling you, I keep giving you the bigger picture. You're learning public speaking skills so that you can make impact in the world. If you're learning public speaking skills just to develop yourself, then you might just leave this session. It's not just for your self-development. It's a part of it, because you need to start with yourself. But the main goal is are the people you want to impact. There are so many people that are yet to discover themselves. So many people that are yet to find themselves. You have died and you have resurrected. Some people died and they stayed dead. I have died and I have resurrected. I did not stay dead. Jesus died on the cross and he went where after he died? Straight to release those in captivity. Have you forgotten the song? You came from heaven. Do you know that I listened to this song again today? I was singing it with all intent. That's one thing about me. I pay attention to the lyrics of any song I sing. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the cross to the grave. When he went to the grave, what did he do? To release those souls. You know, when the devil was laughing, while Jesus was going through his passion, the devil was laughing. He didn't know that he will be put to shame to release those souls. And from the grave to the sky, Lord, I lift your name on high. So when you die, you don't stay dead. All right? You resurrect. I hope we know where I'm using the word die connotatively, right? Not literally. We are part of Live Again, the Live Again movement. Yeah, we are part of this Live Again. So we know when you have to die for you to live again, right? So when I say die, we understand. For those that are just joining us for the first time, where I'm talking to people who have gone through a phase in life and they have outgrown that phase that was meant to break them, right? So that phase that was meant to break them is the phase I am calling the death phase. So when you resurrect, what do? You go back to your shell to say, I'm an introvert. I want to be by myself, me, myself, and I. No, we're not doing that here. You understand? So you're relevant to not just yourself. You're relevant to your society. You're relevant to the world. The world is waiting for you to manifest. Waiting for your manifestation. Waiting for you to make use of your potential, your talent. We move on to, okay, eloquence in speaking and coherence. So dealing with public speaking anxiety, yes. Somebody said something related to stage fright, right? Public speaking anxiety is also known as stage fright or speech anxiety. Refers to the nervousness that individuals experience when speaking or presenting in front of an audience. So let's see how we can handle this. Okay, so before we handle this, one thing we need to know is that anxiety is normal. Anxiety is normal, right? So if you're feeling anxious, if you're suffering from stage fright, do not think you are abnormal. You are not abnormal. The only thing it means is that you have nerves, right? You have nerves. It's only those that have nerves that feel nervous. If you don't have nerves, you will not feel nervous. This is the scientific interpretation, right? So please, I'm not saying this to make you feel better, please, or make you to, I'm not just saying, like I told you, I don't use words loosely. I'm not saying this to patronize you. I'm telling you facts. Public nervousness in public speaking is normal. I believe some of us must have heard this before, but hear it again. It is normal. I suffered from nervousness before I gave my TEDx speech. My TEDx speech was something I had longed for a long time before I eventually delivered that talk. Do you understand? But when the time came, I was nervous. I'm coming. I'm coming. One step at a time. Somebody is asking, how can I manage anxiety? Chill. Don't worry. You will. That's why we are here. All right. So I I am a public speaker. So you might want to ask, why should a public speaker be nervous? It's normal. What is abnormal is making it show. That's the only abnormal thing about anxiety. It's just like saying, lead us not into temptation when you say the Lord's Prayer, right? Lead us not into temptation. It means temptations will come, but the prayer is for us not to fall into temptation. Jesus did not tell us that temptations will not come. It will come. Even he himself was tempted. So who are we not to be tempted? So what we pray for is not to fall into temptation. Do you understand? So because you have nerves, you will definitely experience nervousness. But what you don't want to do is to make it show. And even if for some reasons it is evident, continue. Now let's talk about how to manage anxiety. That's stage fright. Number one. Who wants to hear number one? I want to see it in the comments. Who wants to hear number one? Number one. Who wants to hear number one? I want to see it in the comments. How to manage stage fright, anxiety. Now, who wants to hear number one? Wait, are the comments freezing? What's happening? I'm waiting for the comment. I want to be sure we are ready. Where are the comments? Ms. Anifome, are your people still on board? Yes, I need 5 yeses. 2, 3. I had 2 more to go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. I think the comments are being delayed because these 3 came almost at the same time. 2 more to go. 4. 1 more to go. When I say 5, I mean 5. No more, no less. Good. We have 5. So number one, if I tell you number one, you laugh. It is by doing your assignments, the assignments I gave you. What's the assignment I gave you? Who remembers the assignment I gave? For you to go live and teach something you already have a good knowledge about. And don't come to me saying there's nothing you know. Don't even try it. If you don't know anything, go to YouTube, learn something, and teach that thing you have learned. That's number one. The first way to master public speaking, or no, not public speaking, the first way to manage stage fright is by speaking in small groups, like giving yourself that platform to speak in small groups. That's why I always say do it virtually, because when you do it virtually, you're not seeing the faces. For a start, you're not seeing the faces. You're only seeing comments and all of those other things. Do you understand? Speak in small groups. You know, I gave the first assignment, which is the next meeting you'll be attending, make sure you talk. Talk. Break that yoke of not talking at meetings. Make intentional effort to talk. Whether you will fidget, whether the ground will open and swallow you, let it happen. But tell yourself you want to do it. Because whatever you put your mind to, you will achieve it. I'm telling you the truth. I used to be far bigger than this. I went on a weight loss journey. There are some things I have stopped eating today that if you had told me some months ago that I would stop eating those things, I would tell you you're just joking. But I allowed my mind lead me, not my mouth or my cravings. I allowed my mind. I just want to emphasize that point, that whatever you use your mind to Whatever you put your mind to, you will achieve. Do you understand? So if you put your mind to say you want to do this assignment, you will do it and you will get it right. How many meetings have you attended and nobody has ever gotten the opportunity to hear from you? Ask yourself that question. Why? So that is the first assignment. The second assignment is for you to go live. Go live on any social media platform. By the time you do it the first time, at that point, you're beginning to master your fears and how to handle your fears. That's number one. Number two, or this one should be number one, what I want to say now. Okay, I think I've already said it, right? Let it start from the mind. Tell yourself it is something you can do. You need to encounter that mindset shift. Do you understand? So if you tell yourself, look, I can do this, then you will do it. Now, ask yourself, what are those things that cause anxiety? Their eyes, right? The crowd, the number. Yes, the number, the large number. What else? What else causes anxiety? Let me think. I can't remember because it's not an everyday thing for me. Fear of being judged. Yes, somebody mentioned that earlier. Fear of being judged. Another one is fear of not knowing what to say. Another person mentioned that. Thank God I'm remembering all of them. Now, fear of not knowing what to say can only be a problem if you don't do your preparation right. Do your preparation well. You don't have to talk too much. You don't have to talking about your preparation. I'm talking about you making your research, right? Make your research, come up with your points. Just make sure you're physically and mentally ready and intellectually ready as well. Very important. You understand? So do your preparation well. If you do your preparation, you put down your key points. The fear of not knowing what to say would no longer be a problem. Do you understand? It will no longer be a problem because everything is set. Your point, I have my slides here. I have everything I need for this presentation. You understand? Now, fear of being judged. This is the one I like to teach. Fear of being judged. Now, let's reason together. Everybody, assume we are having a round table discussion now, right? Don't see me as a speaker. See me as someone who wants to have a tete-a-tete with you, right? Let's reason. Even Jesus said, come. Is it no? St. Paul said, come, let's reason together. Let's reason this together. Are we ready? Who are those people that want to judge you? Who are those people that want to judge you? I wish somebody can come up now and give me the nomenclature, the definition, everything. Describe these people that want to judge you. Let me know. Okay, somebody is answering. Oh, okay. I wish I can get the answer. Who are these people? These people you have placed so highly over you that are making you fidget. These people that are making you have trembling lips. Your fingers are shaking. Human beings. Hey, Father Lord. Another human being is making you fidget like that. No. Who are these people? I want to know. I want to know how much relevance you have given these people. Because what you don't permit cannot have an effect to you or on you. You have permitted whatever it is that is the problem. You permitted it. So these people, let's identify them, right? Or let's describe them. Do they have two heads? Please answer me yes or no. Answer in the comments. Do they have two heads? I believe the answer to that is no. Do they have four eyes? No. Do they have three mouths? No. Are they as much human being as you are? Yes. Everything you have in your body, they have it. Yes. Now ask yourself the question again. Why does what they have to say about you matter? Why does it have to matter? Why? Why have you given them that power over you? I want to know. Okay, let's assume maybe they're your boss. Your boss, yeah. If you don't do it well, your boss might sack you, right? Maybe. Okay, so let's even bring this one to the table now. You don't do it well, your boss might query you or sack you. So that is why you're fidgeting. You want to present well, right? So when you do your homework well, you do your research. You do your research, you do your your slides, everything is on point. I don't think you would do less than expected, except the boss is just someone who wants to get at you. Nobody expects perfection. We just need you to be a bit above average, and then you keep growing. So when you begin to crave perfection, stage fright sets in. I am not saying you should not, how do I put it now? I'm not saying you should not try to do well, like do well, crave to do well, but that perfectionist idea or ideology, please kill it. That is what would make you tremble, will make you fidget. Give it your best. Give it your best. And make sure your best is good enough. If you don't give it your best and you say you gave it your best, then you're deceiving yourself. If you don't prepare, you would have issues with stage fright. That is the truth. So prepare. If anybody has any correction to make, don't see it as they're antagonizing you or they just want to, they don't like you. Don't take it personally. No. Take note of the correction and correct whatever it is in your next presentation. That is growth. Do you understand? Failure is not condemnation. You failed or you didn't do well with a particular presentation doesn't mean that the next one will be a flop. No. There should be a level of growth. Continue to grow. Even if the growth is not visible, just continue. Just continue. What harm would you cause to yourself if you don't continue? Do you understand? Is it detrimental when you don't continue? Is there any consequences you have to face? No. So if you have the option of to continue and the option of to quit, why would you choose to quit? Yes, don't take corrections personally. Even if the person made the correction in a very wrong manner, people are different. Everybody must not everybody has this emotional awareness or intelligence to correct in the right manner. Sieve it. Take the correction and leave the excesses. You understand? So let's ask ourselves that question again. What is that thing that is making you fidget? We have tackled fear of not knowing what to say. Now we are tackling fear of being judged. Who is that person that wants to judge you? And the worst part is sometimes it's not even These people are not even people that are far better. It could be amongst your peers. Let me not use the word peers, maybe your professional colleagues. People that are just in the same level with you. If you're fidgeting because it is a bigger stage and a bigger audience, it's understandable. But we're talking about just an ordinary stage and you're fidgeting. Know that it is normal because you're not used to it. That's why I gave the first assignment for us to get used to it. Do it over and over, right? So that is it. Who are these people? They are not better than you are. They are not better than you are. Maybe in some aspects, but there are some other aspects you're better than them. See, we must not be the same. This person might be better than you in this aspect, and you are better than this same person in another aspect. That is why it is unhealthy for you to compare yourself with another person. Ah, see her, she has a fine car. She has a fine car and everything. But she's crying in a Bentley. We've heard the song before, right? But you are taking your keke and you're laughing, you're happy, you're singing. You have your AirPods on, you're singing in your keke. Don't be like Tammy. Is it Tammy or Tammy? I said, I'd rather be crying on my Bentley. No, don't cry inside it. If Bentley will make you cry, please go and use your keke jelly. You understand? So stop those unhealthy comparison, right? Let's stop it already. So who are these people? I know why I'm emphasizing this, because it is a big problem for many of us. The fear of being judged. I promised myself that I would not be scared of any human being. No. If anything is going to make me nurse anxiety, it is not for fear of the people around. No. I have killed that fear a long time ago because I believe in myself. I believe in the power in my voice, right? I believe I have a lot to offer. So how can you have something to offer to the world and then you're scared of these people you want to give something? I don't know. Are we getting it? You want to share with someone and you're scared of that person. Why? No, not me. And it shouldn't be you as well. You have a lot to offer to the world. It means you've seen yourself as a thought leader, right? So you can't see yourself as a thought leader and then you are nursing fear for these people you want to lead. No, it's not adding up. Is it adding up? No. The moment you begin to nurse that fear, that anxiety, then it means you're not ready to lead these people. That is why before we even got to this stage, we talked about leadership, right? Yeah. We talked about leadership. So you need to see yourself as a leader. When you see yourself as a leader, you see your followers as people that depend on you. People that depend on you. You want to speak to a group of people that are looking up to you for knowledge, for ideas, for upliftment, for inspiration. And then you are fidgeting, you're nursing fears. Why? See these people as people that are at the mercy of your message. Yes. I need us to have that mindset shift. Your audience are at the mercy of your message. See your audience like that. When you say somebody is at the mercy of the other person, it means that person cannot do without the other person, right? See your audience that as people that cannot do without your speech, your idea. Do you understand? So they need you. Tell yourself, my audience needs me. The people I want to speak to in the boardroom, the meeting, they need to hear my voice. They need me. They need my idea. If they don't hear my idea, they will not go further. Just have that mindset shift. See them as such people. Do you understand? Yeah. So that is it. Don't begin to nurse this. If you begin to see yourself as a thought leader, as someone who has a lot to offer to the world, stage fright to be the least thing you will be worried about. You'll be worried about. I'm telling you the truth. Let me give a practical example. It's like I'm being too theoretical. Let's assume you want to speak to an audience where we have okay, good. Let's even use this audience here. People that are living again, right? People that are living again. That is the audience we have here. What if I decide to say, no, I don't want to deliver the speech today? And you know that one way or the other, you will still get another public speaking coach, but what if for some reasons, because I say no, this segment of this movement, right, or of this retreat is closed? Do you know how many lives I would have failed to impact? Do you know how many? How many lives I would have failed to impact? How many lives will still remain the same because I failed, because I placed my fears above the impact I want to make in the lives of those that need it? Are we getting it? My fears are here. The impact I want to make here. This is the way it should be, right? Fears down, impact. But when the fears go up like this and the impact will drop, or it will be non-existent. How can you? Yeah, because when the fears go up, you might decide to say, no, 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 this thing is not for me. I can't do it. Sorry. And if for me, I can't do it. Do you understand? So choose which is more important, the fear or the impact. Now, after gaining that confidence, after telling yourself, oh, I'm confident, I'm this, I'm that, it is time for you to drop yourself, like drop yourself and focus on the audience. Public speaking is not just about you. The only time it should be about you is when you want to master that confidence. Do you understand? When you want to master the confidence, it can be about you. But when you have gained that confidence, it is no longer about you, it's about your audience. So see your audience as people that are at the mercy of your message. That way, you would not have to deal with fear or anxiety because your enthusiasm to make impact would bring down those fears you're nursing. Yes, please, that is it. Do we understand this? So I believe at this point, we are beginning to shift from that stage fright mindset. Please, stage fright should not be for you. The most important thing in public speaking is the message, right? The message that is to be delivered to the audience. Focus on the message, not just on you. When you focus on you, right? You're focusing on you in the negative sense, like negatively. What if I fail? It will show. That is what you call stage fright. Hey, they are looking at me. Hey, I don't know. I'm not good enough. I don't have my content. When you focus on yourself too much, you go nervous. But when you focus on the audience, you have this sense of responsibility. I am responsible for the growth of these people. If you have that in your mind, you will not think of stage fright. What you'll be thinking of is the impact you want to make. I have said this word impact for countless times. I've said it countless times because public speaking is about making impact, not just about for personal development. One of the reasons. The other reason, which is the major reason, is to make impact. Do we understand this? So when you think about this, stage fright will be the least thing you will be worried about. You understand? So does anyone still have any issue? Is there any other thing that causes you stage fright? Yes, when you focus on your audience, you'll be able to deal with the stage fright. Yes. Is there any other thing that causes stage fright? Fear no one. Sometimes it is fear of the eyes that are looking at you, the judges. You begin to see your audience as your judges. Why? These are people that are at your mercy. That's not fair. You're not being fair to them. People want to learn from you and you're seeing them as your judges and you allow it to affect you, affect your delivery. Why? Do you understand? These people are looking at you for knowledge and you interpret their looks to be judgmental. Let me tell you, when I'm speaking, I've spoken to an audience that I saw someone looking at me like this. It did not affect me. It did not affect me. If I have just one person in that audience that I am making sense to, I'm good. Do you know what it means to make impact in just one person? I've seen someone, I was having a training then, and the person was just looking at me like this. Do you know what I did? In order for the person's looks not to distract me, I erased the person's presence from my mind. I stopped looking at her. I focused on other people that were giving me the vibes. Even if you don't give me the vibes, I would get my vibes somewhere, somehow, and I would let it influence you. I will pour that vibes on you, and you will have no reason but to no other option but to reciprocate the vibes, because I know I have influence. Do you understand? So when I did that and she observed I had stopped looking at her, she felt alone. Everybody was laughing to my jokes. Everybody was feeling the vibes, but she was alone. So what did she do? She had no choice but to blend. People will blend into you. I'm telling you. She had no choice. So when I realized that she had come out of that attitude, I started looking at her with all smiles. You know, I talked about smile. Your smiles are powerful. Your smiles are powerful. It will help you gain back your confidence. Don't always, when they give you bass, you give them both. The best way to confuse some people is when they expect you to react. You just smile. You confuse them like, don't be predictable. Someone is picking at you and deliberately and knowing you know that this one is deliberate. What does the person want for you to react? And then, are you ready? Should you be giving the person what they want? I'm not denying the fact that we have the human factor. We are humans, and it's only natural for us to react. That is where emotional intelligence comes to play. Ask yourself, this person wants me to react. I'm not going to satisfy this person. I'm not going to give that person that satisfaction they want to derive from my reaction, from my negative reaction. No. You understand? So don't let things like that, little things like that, cause you stage fright. For what? No. You own the stage. Any stage you step your feet upon, you own that stage. It is your stage. Any microphone you hold is your microphone. That is why sometimes when I'm on the red carpet, I don't like it when those red carpet hosts hold the microphone for me. Because I've configured my mind in a way that when I hold a microphone, it gives me more power. Some people dread the microphone, but I decided to make friends with the microphone. So that I've trained myself or built myself in a way that when I hold it, it gives me more confidence. So sometimes, there was a time I was being interviewed and I almost collected the phone. I was like, I almost collected the microphone from the red carpet's hold, and then I remember, oh no, it's a red carpet. Okay, maintain your steez, right? My battery is low. Let me charge this. So that is it. Just a minute, please. Just give me a minute to believe it's charging now. Sorry, a second. I hope this can. It doesn't want to stand with the charger. Sorry.
Oh my God. Let's just give her a minute to sort out her
Yeah, please. I
battery.
hope
This
it's
has been, please tell me in the comments, how has this been? My goodness. I've been screaming here like, oh my goodness. That's what happens when you listen to the Holy Spirit and you choose your facilitators. Every word has been on point. Every word has been on point. I remember what she was saying about when you hold the mic, you're in charge. That's how I feel. I love the microphone. I love it, to be honest. And so that's why I get surprised when, let me bring her back, when people are so let me even share this with you, Dr. Catherine. So during our skill acquisition, the physical classes on like a few days ago, someone was holding the mic and the person was, I was not still hearing the person's voice, and I was like, I've never been able to get it when people hold the mic and I still cannot hear them. I don't get it. It's supposed to amplify your voice. So when you said you love the mic, you like to hold it, I'm like, this is my sister now. Yeah. So please share in the chat just before she continues. What is that thing you're taking away? There's been so many things, so many. I'm like, this is MBA grade teaching. I don't know if you have to value this teaching. If you have to value it, tell me how much do you think this teaching is valued at? Drop it in the chats. Drop it in the chats. Someone is saying, yes, so I own the stage, mind blowing, splendid, great session, vivacious, it's been informative, all points spot on. Tell me, what is that one thing that she said that hits you like a bomb? They are like, hey, who slapped me? Let me speak PG. Tell me, what is that one thing that hits you so hard drop it in the chats. She's not done. I just wanted her to sort out her power. So drop it in. I'm gonna come back and read through it, but drop it in the chats. Dr. Catherine, please continue. I don't even want it to stop.
Oh
Please
my.
continue.
Mr. Movie, I didn't I think I was already I forgot that I was using slides. I was already talking and preaching
Oh,
at the same time. I'm so sorry. Please let me go back to my slides. If you leave me, let me go back to my slides. So we're still talking about sorry a minute. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're still talking about managing public speaking anxiety. I want to believe everybody can hear me. Yeah. So please remember, it's all about you making impact. It's beyond you. Public speaking is beyond you. What you have to say is beyond you. You are just an instrument. Do you understand? You're just an instrument housing that idea. Do you understand? So don't let things that are as insignificant. I'll call it insignificant because I want you to start seeing it as insignificant. Insignificant feelings like fear stop you. Please don't let it stop you. All right. Think about the impact. So let's assume you want to talk about drug abuse. Let's assume you want to talk about drug abuse. You know how many.
hello everyone. Can you still hear Dr. Catherine? I don't know if it's just me, but she seems frozen on my end. So let me know if you can hear her or see her. Are we still here? Are we still here? Can you hear Dr. Catherine? Okay, I know that she'll be back. So keep dropping in the chat. What is that one thing you're taking away? What is that one thing you're taking away? She'll be back and I'll bring her up again. What is that one thing you're taking away? And do me a favor, right? Share this link with someone right now. Share this link with someone. Share this link on your groups with someone. Click the like button. Subscribe to this channel. When you do that, if you click the like button, YouTube will suggest it to other people. If you click the subscribe, it will suggest it to other people, right? And then also share this on your groups. I give you that permission because this is too rich to keep away. This is too rich. To be honest, I don't know any public speaking training that is this rich. I've said it before. I think it's scrolling on the chat. Follow all these handles at unique.accent at Enifome Speaks, that's mine. Unique.accent, that's hers. Live Again Outreach, that's the initiative that is organizing this, the arm of the Live Again Foundation. So follow Live Again underscore foundation as well. Trust me, this is too powerful. Someone says her screen. Yeah, she's back now. Let me bring her back. Yeah, she's back now. Yeah, someone is saying your smile is your power. I'm beginning to feel that my smile is going to be my A weapon when speaking to colleagues, especially. I must also start my content by searching for relevant and impactful topics. Good. Okay, Dr. Catherine, over to
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me back. The devil is a liar. I didn't know the phone was not charging. See, it was here and it just went off. Thank God. Okay, so where did I stop? I'm beginning to feel that my smile. Yes, please. You need to know that your smile is your. Do you know how many contracts I've gotten just by my smiles? I'm telling you the truth. You have to smile because, the smile could be contagious. People might see you smile and just, for no reason, they just want to smile. It's contagious. You're smiling not because you don't have a problem. You understand? It's not because you don't have a problem. You might have a problem, but you just need to smile. You don't want to look like your problems. You understand? So that is it. I might be navigating using this phone. Sorry, just bear with me. The other phone is off to get my slides. But I hope we can still hear me. I believe we can. Voicing a captivating introduction. Please, everybody pay attention to this, right? Pay attention to this. Your introduction determines whether or not your speech will be successful, right? If you have if your introduction is not captivating enough, then you might not be able to retain the attention of your audience. So what does the introduction do? What does it do? Your introduction helps you captivate your audience's attention, retain the attention all through the speech using a very good body, right? Your speech should have a good body and then leads on to the concluding part of your speech. You understand? So what introduction you want to ask yourself, what introduction would captivate your audience's attention? What is that introduction? Sometimes what causes stage fright are the eyes, the focus on you. When people are overly focused on you, you begin to feel uncomfortable, especially if you're the type that doesn't really like attention, right? You begin to feel uncomfortable. Now, why not shift that focus? This is one trick. I think many public speakers use it, or many people that are battling with stage fright use this particular trick. Shift the focus from yourself to something else or to someone else. There's something about stage fright. It doesn't stay all through your presentation, right? It doesn't stay all through the speech. It subsides with time. I know many of you can relate with this. Oh, I feel nervous for the first 5 minutes, and after the first 5 minutes, and I'm okay. So that nervousness, that first 5 minutes, you know that you're going to feel nervous. Why not shift the attention to someone else? Let's assume we are in the Women's Month, so let's talk about women. Let's assume you want to talk about a woman. You want to talk about the joys of womanhood. The word like that, womanhood, right? Right. There's a word like that. Okay, you want to talk about the joys of womanhood, right? And then you get hold of the microphone, or let's assume it's a virtual session, whichever it is. You just want to start by saying, first of all, I want to ask a question. We're talking about the joys of womanhood. Everybody wants to know, but let's identify a word from this thing, womanhood, derived from the word woman. I want to ask, who is a woman? Let me tell you, at that point, nobody would, at that point, the first time you ask, nobody will raise their hand to answer. You might have to ask about 10 times for somebody to just say, okay, let me try. You understand? At that point, nobody will raise their hands to answer. You don't need to wait for them to raise their hands. Call on them. If it's a physical event, pass the microphone over to them. You point, you, please. You move to the person, right? Because telling the person to walk to the stage might be huge for them. You understand? Let me tell you what you're doing. You are helping yourself. You want to shift that attention at that point. because you don't want everybody to see you fidgeting, right? Because it is their eyes that make you fidget. You don't want them to see you fidget, or your your fingers are shaking. You want to shift the attention. At that point, everybody's attention shifts from you to the person you called to define the word woman, or the verb. I call it verb. Woman is a verb. It's an action word. We're always it's active. We are active, right? So to define that verb, woman, at that point, nobody is looking at you again. They're all looking at Miss Funke, whom you have called. Do you understand? So you are free. You now have your first 5 minutes or your first 10 minutes to gather yourself together and prepare to deliver. That is one of the ways. That is one of the ways you can leverage introduction. Another way you can leverage introduction is by telling a story. Now, this is what happens when you tell a story. Public speaking is psychological. You need to learn to work on their minds, the minds of your audience. Let me tell you what happens when you tell a story. Nobody's looking at you. Everybody's painting a mental picture of your story in their minds. They are seeing you. They are looking at you, but they are not seeing you. They are seeing what you're saying. Maybe you say something like, last year when I traveled to Dubai, I was on the plane, and the air hostess comes. At that point, they are visualizing a plane and the air hostess. They're looking at you, but they are not seeing you. Take note that when you are telling a story, they are not seeing you. Do you understand? So make sure you want to tell that story. You want to give your best to the story. Don't end it halfway. When you end it halfway, everybody's attention comes back to you. Do you understand? So don't end it halfway. Tell it to the end. If you want to summarize, you summarize it. But please remember, you're not just speaking with your mouth. You're speaking with every other thing, your body language, your gestures, your eyes, your facial expressions, everything, but do it in moderation. Because all of these things will help paint the mental picture in their minds. And I saw a gigantic elephant when I went to Kenya. Or is it South Africa? I think those are the ones that have elephants. I saw a gigantic elephant. This elephant could be as tall as a bungalow or a one-story building. At that point, they are imagining something that is as tall as a one-story building. They are not seeing you. Do you understand? So leverage the power of storytelling. There's another way you can start your speech. Do you understand? So we've talked about asking a question. We've talked about storytelling. It could be a song. How many of us were at the Live Again outreach last year? What did I start with? It was a song. Not because I was battling with stage fright, but because I want to captivate attention. It was an afternoon speech. I don't really like afternoon speeches. But remember what I said. Public speaking is not about me. It's about the audience. So who cares what I like or what I don't like? Deliver what you have to deliver. You understand? So at that point, I need to bring down my preference and deliver like a pro. Make sure you deliver no matter what. My phone was off. I would have just said, oh, let me save this other battery. Let me do this. But I had to bring out the other one. I have to deliver. Nothing should stop you because it's not about you. It's about the message and the impact of the message. You understand? So that is it. We've talked about asking a question. We've talked about using storytelling for your introduction. All of these things will help water the ground, right? And then you relax your mind. It will help calm your nervousness. It will help calm your nervousness before you give the main speech. Do you understand? So these are ways you can leverage introduction for your to manage stage fright. Let's see another one we have here. Familiarize. So familiarize with your audience. Yes. Remember, the first thing I wanted to do when I came on board was to familiarize with my audience. But I realized I could not see you. But thank you for all the messages in the chat. So it means I know you, at least I know some of the names. I've seen some of the names. Good. To an extent, I have familiarized with you. If you have an opportunity, familiarize with your audience. Don't feel too big. Like, oh, they're just my audience. Maybe in a physical gathering, you say, oh, these ones are just audience. I'm the speaker, I'm the speaker. Everybody came here to listen to me. And then please, these are the people that will give you the vibes you need when you're speaking. They are your support. They are what you need. They are the people you need. You understand? So when you familiarize with your audience, at that point, you don't feel you're talking to people you don't know. Because that is another thing that causes stage fright. Speaking to an audience you don't know. So when you familiarize with them, you call their name. Oh, Monserrat, okay. And Fumi, okay. Fumi, I can see you. Fumi, thank you for your kind words. Oh, Kalu. Oh, thank you, Kalu, for that. You're calling their names. You're familiarizing with them. Do you understand what I mean? So at that point, when you speak, it means you are speaking to an audience you know to an extent. You don't need to know about their family problems for you to say you know them. You understand? It's okay. You keep it, it doesn't have to be too deep. When we talk about familiarity, it doesn't have to be too deep. You don't have to go too personal. You understand? So that is it. Familiarize with your audience. It will help subside that fear, that anxiety. I am telling you the truth. These are tried and trusted tips. I'm not telling you something I got from one ChatGPT or from one Google. You didn't see all of these things. They are tried and trusted. When you familiarize with your audience, they will give you that vibe you need, that ginger you need. I'm telling you the truth. So the next is leverage the power of visualization. Visualize. Some people suffer from stage fright because they already consider their presentation dead on arrival. You already tell yourself, no, I don't think I can do this. No, I cannot do it. You declared it dead on arrival because you told yourself you can't do it. Do you understand? So you want to visualize your audience learning from you. You want to visualize them smiling. You want to visualize them nodding. What I am doing here is leveraging the power of visualization. I can't see you, but I know that you're learning. Do you understand? I know it was really difficult for me to start like, how can I speak to an audience I cannot see? You understand? But good enough, we had the chat. I didn't even know we had the chat in the first place. So I can see you from your chat, and it's okay for me. Okay for me. Even if there were no chats, it's okay. We do online courses. It's just when you record an online course, you understand what I'm saying. It's just you and yourself and your reflection. You're seeing yourself. You're not seeing an audience. The audience will see you, but not in real time. You understand? So that is it. Leverage the power of visualization. See your audience. nodding positively to what you're saying. See them laughing at your jokes. See them giving you all that vibes. I'm talking about before your presentation, right? Because sometimes stage fright doesn't even start when you're on stage. It's the anxiety starts. It is the anxiety that leads to the stage fright. So let's tackle the anxiety before it leads to stage fright. Right? Yeah, the power of visualization, very powerful. That okay, let me even give you a practical example. Before my TEDx speech, TEDx was a big stage for me and it's caused a certain level of anxiety for me. So, what did I do? This was the tip I used. Out of all the tips I've been given, this was the tip I used. The power of visualization. If I tell you what I did, you will laugh. I was that kind of speech is not a speech that would allow me use slide. The setting wasn't a slide kind of setting. So I had to memorize everything. A 15-minute speech, I had to memorize it. Everything. And why? It was easy for me because it was personalized. It was my story. You understand? I could relate to it. But what I was having issues with was the transitioning. Okay, at what point do I say this? At what point do I say this? At what point do I say this? So because of that, because thinking about that caused anxiety. It caused me anxiety, and I told my sister, or I said, I'm not sure I could do it. She said, you could do it. You know, she gave me all the motivation I needed. This is to tell you that there's nobody that is big, nobody is bigger than stage fright. It can happen to anybody. You understand? So what did I do? I got a big portrait of myself, a smiling portrait of myself, of course, right? I placed it in front of me. The portrait was just looking at me like this, smiling. And I was talking to that portrait. I used the portrait as my audience. And guess what? Everything started flowing. Everything started aligning. Everything started working. I'm telling you the truth. Because I imagined the portrait to be my audience. But be careful. Your audience might not be the smiling type, especially this high profile audience. Not all of them, they smile. You have to pay to get just a tiny smile. You understand? The high profile audience, not all of them will give you smile at will. You have to earn their smile. Let me use that. And you mustn't even always depend on the smile. What if they don't smile? Doesn't mean you'll be thrown off balance? No. You understand? So you might just use that as something to keep you going. But know that, look, when you get there, you may not meet a smiling audience, but keep going. Keep going. Not everybody express their satisfaction with a smile or with the head nodding. Some people will just be looking at you like this. I have many of my trainees are like that because they are high profile career professionals. Not all of them will give you, oh, yes, right on. Not all of them. They'll just be looking at you like this. If you're not careful, you would think these people are just like, what is this person teaching me? You would think that is running through their mind. That's what is running through their mind. But no, they are really enjoying you. It is after the training you see them drop one or two words on the platform like, wow, wow, I've been attending different training programs, but this one is so different. Like the parts where you said they will begin to quote you. And while they were doing this, you think they weren't listening. You think they're not giving you all the vibes. People express themselves differently. You need to be that emotionally intelligent to understand that. Not everybody express their satisfaction by giving you the head nod. You understand? Not everybody does it. Not everybody gives you the Not everybody will give you that. You understand? But don't let it throw you off balance when you're not getting all those kind of feedback. That is why you need to go back to your self-confidence. What I prepared for this speech. I know what I came here with. So I don't need anybody's approval to let me know that I am doing well. I don't need anybody's head nod. I am doing well. I know I'm delivering. I know. This is where you begin to affirm to yourself that you're doing well and you keep pushing to do well. Do you understand? So these are ways you can manage stage fright. We have other ways. Look good, speak right, think positively. The fact that the previous presentation or the previous speech you gave did not go well does not mean the next one will not go well. Please kill every negative thought. The fact that the previous, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself because I'm working on a project that has been so difficult. I'm not even public speaking. A project that has been very difficult for me. Like it's been crazy. It's an exam I need to take, and I'm reading, and it's just like I'm not getting it. Not this one I came for. Another international exam. I'm reading, and it's like it's not entering. Like I know that I've done well. I spent all night reading, but one tiny voice will come to me to tell me, "I don't think you'll pass this thing. See how many nights you've spent reading. See how many nights you've spent reading, but yet you're not getting it. I don't think you'll pass it." But I tell myself, I will pass it. I will do well. Even though I have practiced in all my practices, I'm not doing well, I will still do well. I keep telling myself that. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. That is one thing about public speaking. You cannot go rusty if you're a public speaker. Whatever you teach people, you motivate people, you're telling it to yourself as well. You understand? At some point, I had to call one of my the friends, someone who's taking the same exam with me. I cried. I told her, I can't do it. I don't think I can do this. The next morning, I'll dust myself up, tell myself, I can do it. We go again. And that's it. You understand? So the fact that the previous one did not go well, it's time for I need to be quick with this. It's almost time for my prayer. The fact that the previous one did not go well doesn't mean that the next one will not go well. How many times did Abraham Lincoln try it? Go and read the story of Abraham Lincoln. Go and read the story. What is success without failure? I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. What is success without failure? You will fail. You will fail. Do you know what those failures are doing to you? Those failures, they are making you stronger. They are building resilience. If you do it and get it at once, what news is it that a lion killed a goat? You understand? If you do it and you just get it at once, what was there? It's too cheap. But when you do it over and over, you fail again. I'm not glorifying failure. You understand? I'm trying to make you accept it as a part of success. Yeah. Failure is what you will encounter on your way to success. So don't see it as something you want. Don't use it to condemn yourself or your abilities. No. Yes, fear not. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I will. Thank you for that. Yes, I will pass. I already saw it in my dreams that I passed, and I will pass. I claimed the dream. Oh, all right. So that is it. Don't entertain fear. Affirm it to yourself. Think positively. All right. What you think of, or what you fill your mind with sometimes is what becomes your reality. Yes. So choose. What do you want to fill your mind with? Is it failure? Is it fear of failure, anxiety, or positivity? Think about it. Now, for the last one, how to manage stage fright. The last tip I want to give is breathe, right? Especially when you're on stage, okay? You breathe in. I would like us to practice it now. Let's make this a practical example, a practical class rather. So I want everybody, this is what you're going to do for me. You're going to breathe. I'll take my hand up, 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 up. And when I hold it like this, you hold the breath. You hold it. Don't release. And when I do this, you release gradually, gradually until you're totally out of breath. Are you ready? So breathe in, you go like this, breathe in, 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 breathe in. You hold it, and then you breathe out slowly, slowly, slowly. This will help you calm your nerves. All right. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Yes, we are ready. So let's take the breathing exercise. So everybody sit upright. Sit upright. Let's go. Breathe in. I will not say anything, please, so that I don't alter mine. All right. So let's go. Breathe in. Yeah. How does that feel? How does it feel? Are you because many of us have don't breathe in this much, like you don't take in enough air. So you need to fill your lungs with air to calm your nerves, and don't bring it out immediately. Don't take it all out like no. When you breathe in, you breathe in gradually, you hold it. Aha, someone said relaxing. Very good. You hold it for like 10 seconds, and then you release gradually. So let's do it again. Breathe in. So relaxing. I can even feel my nerves and all the stress. I'm feeling so relaxed. And that is it. So continue practicing this breathing exercise, and it will help you calm your nerves. I want to leave us with this last statement. Please remember that the world is not just waiting, the world is itching to hear your voice, to have you manifest your potential. Thank you very much. And on this note, we will call it a night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm saying thank you because I can hear the claps. Thank you. Yeah, I can hear the claps. Thank you. My friend is already clapping for me. Thank you. All right. So any question? Let's see if we can take questions for 10, 15 minutes. I need to leave by few minutes to 10. Thank
Oh
Yeah, thank
my
you for the clap.
God.
Bukumi.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody had said earlier that this class is a full package. This class is a full package, and I'm highlighting that comment again because indeed this class is really, really a full package. It dealt with
Mhm.
mind, spirit, soul,
Mhm.
body, Very holistic. Very, very, very holistic. After this class, you can never, ever struggle to speak publicly again. So many, so many. I mean, it's just too beautiful. Please tell me in the comments, how are you feeling? You know, there were so many things you said that I agreed with. In fact, I agreed with your entire speech, but there were some things you said that because I had instances in my life, I said to myself, flesh and blood did not reveal this one. Because, and just to share this, please, if you have questions, please drop the questions in the chat. In the next few minutes, she has to leave. So drop your questions if you have any questions. I even doubt you would have, because she really was very holistic and balanced. But just in case you have a specific question, please drop it in the chat so she can take it. Because after now, I don't know where you're going to find her to ask that question without, you know, paying from your nose and your eyes and your mouth, right? So just take advantage of this. This is not a free training. It's a free training because it's brought to you by Live Again Foundation in partnership with Unique Accents. It is not a free training, trust me. So ask your questions now. So when you were speaking, right? When you said your mouth, you're supposed to speak life, and that is what public speaking is about. I remember when I just started, you said it is not about being a talkative. And I'm telling you the fact, flesh and blood did not reveal it. Because when I was much younger, right? I'd said this several times in my speaking engagements. I took pride in the fact that I knew how to talk.
Mm.
Like I was like, man, who then be? Then if God now wants to punish the person now insults me. I feel justified, like he insulted me today. It's
You use that
like
same
I
mouth.
used I'm telling you, I would say I would wash you. You know the way washing machine does something. I will wash, rinse. What's the next one? Spin. Can anybody still hear me? Because I think my AirPod
And
is acting
dry.
up. And
And
dry
dry.
the person. When the person hears my name, they will pass another road. I mean, I used to feel cool until one day the Holy Spirit was like, nah, I didn't give you this mouth to to
Mhm.
to make people dried up. He now made me
Mhm.
understand when he said life and death are in the power of the tongue. He said at any point in time, you're either speaking death or speaking life. So you will have, and the thing is, even when I say it to someone, it will come to pass. So he began to teach me that you're a prophet, oh. Anything you say will come to pass, whether
Yeah,
bad or good. So choose life.
yeah.
So I began to now know that, oh, in fact, there was a time in my life, and I'm sharing this for someone here that is wondering, oh, this thing, she has covered everything. See, the best way to speak is to speak. The more you speak, the better you get at speaking. Like everything she said, I'm telling you, I confirm everything to be true. I remember there was a particular time like that I was, my goodness, I was trying to create my complimentary card. That was like 2013. I think 2013. My first complimentary card. It was an Informed Talks I wrote. But there was this
Mm.
restraint in my spirit that no, 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 no. You're not an Informed Talks. You're an Informed Speaks. You speak intentionally. You speak with power. You speak to
Exactly.
inspire. You speak life. You speak life. So you're not talks. You're speaks. So everything you're saying, I'm like, public speaking is all about impact. She has hacked it for you. Like she has given you the cheat code. If you ever struggle with public speaking, come back to this training. Come back to your point. This has
Mm.
been too good. And then you mentioned something about just start speaking, as in go on social media and start speaking. I don't know if I've shared with you how I started speaking on Instagram. I was
Mm.
using rechargeable lights. I'm sharing this because I want someone to know that look, we are like you, right? She said it that she dealt with low self-esteem. I'm telling you, when I started speaking on Instagram, I did not have ring lights. I did not even have ring lights. It was rechargeable lights. I would charge it to full capacity and I would shine it on my face and I would speak with so much power that if I did not even tell you, you would not know that I used to speak. You will not know.
Absolutely.
So whatever you have is enough for you to
Yeah.
start. And I want to say this as we close. The Spirit of God spoke through you.
from beginning to the end. And I'll tell you why. On on Saturday, we had our skill acquisition program, physical classes, scented candles, catering, baking, Ankara
Mm.
scrap to style, and what's the other one? Home and beauty essentials, right? When we're done with the training and went into the general session, which was the concluding session, the Lord was just impressing on my heart to speak to the women to go and empower other women and to go and obey and move in obedience. And I shared the story of how we were able to pull through the skill acquisition and how we started with nothing for that particular program
Mm.
and that God came through. And I said, go on your WhatsApp status, start sharing your story. It is not about you, it's about the woman that is connected to you, the people that are connected to you. Go on your Instagram, go on your social media, start sharing your story, sharing that thing that would inspire someone else. Lives are connected. And I was saying it with so much intensity.
Yeah.
And here you are talking about the same thing, saying obedience, go and share, go and make impact. There's something you know. Look for that thing that you know and go and share it. This can only be God. This
Yeah.
was God all through. And so if you listened, and you were talking one time, you're like, I don't want to go spiritual. Trust me, you were already spiritual because the Holy Spirit was speaking through you. And that is exactly what I wanted. And I was like, Lord, thank you. So if you're here and you're listening to us, there is a spirit in man, the breath of the Almighty, that gives you life. This is Live Again Skill Acquisition Program. So, life is what we teach here, life is what we impart here, life is what we preach here. So, you cannot listen to this and not have life. And it's that
Mm.
life that you have that you will go and release to someone else. So, I charge you, do not lose the life inside of you. Do not allow yourself be a walking dead. Do not allow life put you in a corner where you begin to merely exist because you cannot give what you don't have. You can't make anybody happy if you yourself cannot find that happiness inside of you. If you don't have life inside of you, you
Yeah.
cannot give somebody else life. So this teaching has done exactly that. It has given you life. I don't know if anybody was able to sit still because me, I could not sit still for this. I could not. I was just shouting like, oh my God, wow. Like, wow. Like I was just like, yes. Oh my God, I don't know what to say to you, Dr. Catherine. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you.
Thank you
Oh
for
my
having me.
goodness.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. I don't have words. I don't have words. Only gratitude. See what someone is saying. Yes, so I also attended the physical classes on Saturday. Thank you so much, Mama. Someone is saying this is so for me. Ah, God just sets me up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, exactly,
Yeah,
Mama. Obedience is
that
key,
set
like you
you up.
emphasized on Saturday. Exactly, they were there on Saturday. This was what I was insisting
Mm.
on. Go on your
Mm.
WhatsApp status. Go and release this life. Go and empower another woman. That is why we're doing this for free. It is not free. It's only coming to you for free because of who you are to God. He wants you to live again. He wants you to speak. I am looking forward to your books. Write your books. Stay close to the
Yeah.
community because you're going to be mentored and helped to be able to, birth that thing that you want to birth if you're serious. For only the serious ones, you know what to do, right? Reach out to the admin for mentorship and she will guide you. See, follow at unique.accent. Follow at unique.accent. She has courses for sale. She has books for sale. What's the other book? That your book, the one that you oh my
Speak
God.
out your way to success.
Sorry?
Speak out your way to success.
Yes, yes, that's the book. Go and get that book. Speak out your way to success. It's on her bio at unique.accent. Go and get her courses. I tell you, whatever you think you got here, as voluminous and as rich and as wholesome as it is, trust me, you need to follow her. So go and follow her at unique.accent and follow me as well at Anyfome Speaks. Follow Live Again Outreach. Follow Live Again Foundation. Oh my God, God bless you. I don't have words, but
God
please share
bless
your
you.
feedback with us. Share your feedback with us. It's important to us. Share your feedback at bit.ly/LabStop feedback. We want to hear from you. Thank you so, so much, Dr. Katme. I got to
Mom,
release you now. No questions. You covered everything.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. No words, no words. Thank you so much.
Words cannot explain. There are some things that are better left unsaid.
I'm so grateful, to be honest. I'm so grateful.
More
I'm
thanks.
grateful. I'm grateful. I don't have words. I would see you in camera when I find the words, but I'm just so grateful. This was, oh my God, this was, you know, and I'll say this just before we leave. Some of us did not know the things that we know now when we started. That's the truth. We learned
Yeah.
on the job.
Yeah.
Everything that I learned about speaking live, speaking and everything we learned. Of course, we've done courses. I've done quite a number of speaking courses, and it's a continuous learning process. You keep going online, you keep learning, but we are literally learning on the job. But you came here and you just got everything. Ah, please don't waste this training. Go out there. Never ever in your life say you're shy again in your life. Don't try it.
Never.
After this training, it's a
Never.
taboo.
It's
Never
a taboo.
ever be on a Zoom meeting and be muted and you cannot talk. Never. Never. In
Yeah.
short, let me add one more assignment to you. One more assignment. Go and change your Zoom. What's that thing? Change your Zoom picture. Put a flyer there or something that has your whatever elevator pitch or who you are, your handle. Put it there.
Mm.
That's what I do. If you go to my Zoom, you
Mm.
see it there. Hello, I'm Enifomous Speaks, aka Enifaya. Follow me on
Mm.
at Enifomous Speaks. All my that's my Zoom permanent picture.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes. Because let your light so shine. Don't hide your light. All you WhatsApp silent members association, end it this year. You will not talk. You think you are doing yourself. Yes, because your miracle might be there in that group. Your solution might be right there. Open
Telling
your
you.
mouth and speak. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Enough
Yeah.
said, nothing left to add. Go and live again. Go and prosper. Go and impact lives. Public speaking is about impact. Not public speaking is not selfish. So stop saying,
It's
I'm an, oh
not
my God, what you said about be an introvert in your room. Why did you come out if it's not to social? But why stay in your room now? That one there, I was like, can I come and blow you breeze where you are? That in short, please. It's a wrap. Nothing more. Enough said. I mean, this was so good. Oh my
thank
God.
you.
I don't know what to say anymore so that I don't blab. Thank you
Love me.
so much. Thank you so so
Love
much.
me.
Ah, hey, God
The,
bless you.
the I'll share a slide with you, a particular slide. While you were talking, it just occurred to me now that I was supposed to add it to my slide, but it's very powerful. It's the same
Hmm.
slide, the same read word for word that the person I told you had a self realization immediately. She broke down. She couldn't continue with it. It's so powerful. It's the quote. I'll send it to you so you can send it to the platform. So it's
Okay,
something you can
sure.
print. Everyone, you can just print it, post it, or paste it in your room. Paste it in your room. The problem is not that you are inadequate. The problem is that your life is too much. It's too much for you to handle. That I don't want to say it, but you read it yourself. Let me not let me not alter it. But I'll share it with you, and you just send it to the platform so everybody can
Oh
see it
my
and
God.
do with it as you will.
Hey, God bless you. I don't have
More
words.
blessings
God
to
bless you.
you.
Thank you
More
so much. People are
blessings.
saying thank you. Thank you. I'm
More thank
grateful. Much
you.
love, Dr. Catherine. People are,
Thank
you need to
you.
see the comment section because, to be honest, this was so good. Too good to be free. Too good to be free. God bless you. God bless you and increase you. Okay,
Amen.
everyone, we gotta go now. We have to go. We have to
Yeah.
go. This has been amazing. Please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Share your feedback at bit.ly/laughs feedback. God bless you. Bye. Go and live again. Bye, Dr. Catherine.
Yeah, go on, Nick.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, go and live again. Bye. Live again.
you.
Bye.